Hello everyone, and today we're going to be going over the Fire Tree, the ninjutsu Fire Elemental Tree, also known as the most useless element in Naruto, but we're not going to get into that right now. It's literally never burned anybody. Right now, we have five Fire Jutsus here, and we're going to go through all five of them. We're just going to be doing the Fire Elemental Tree. We're going to do this for all the trees just to show you guys what we're looking at. And they are subject to change. I've already had to buff some of the moves here and change the way some of them work just to make them viable. I want them to feel worth it. When you cast a jutsu, I want you to feel like you're making a strategic decision that is going to murder your enemy a little bit faster. I want it to be helpful. I don't want you to get all these jutsus and then feel like you're not using them, or that you'd rather use something like Psycast or something. Maybe you'd rather use them in conjunction with Psycast, but I like to make this mod feel a little more grounded so that you can have a nice medieval playthrough and not waffle stomp everyone with a Super Saiyan while everyone's medieval type pawn. So let's just get started. We're going to start with Copy here. This is our trio, our test trio. And he's got 175 chakra. And we're going to start with Flame Trick. So Flame Trick adds some nice light to him. It adds light to the area, and it also raises the temperature of the area. The ambient temperature of the area will start to go up. I do not have a nice little shack here to... You're going to have to trust me on this one. I don't have a nice little shack here to show you that the temperature would go up if he was more in an enclosed area and not outdoors. But if you are in a winter playthrough and you have a bunch of fire elemental users, you can probably flame trick it out and really get some good heat going there. So that will make your winter playthroughs a little more interesting. I did want to add utility to each and every single element. So wind has its own utility. Basically, it's the first jutsu you'll get. And we're going to go over a whole jutsu guide and jutsu guide at the end of this, in between these guides. Right now, let's get to the next fire elemental. And we have this nice little car here to represent. Now, this is the Phoenix Flower, and he gets into position here, and he shoots it. Now, he will shoot three things there, and what happens is it does not set anyone on fire yet. I actually do want to make it so that it does set people on fire, the Phoenix Flower. It does do a good amount of damage though, and as long as he has the chakra, he's going to spit three of them. If he only had 10 chakra, he'd only spit one, because each bullet costs about 10 chakra. Next we have the Fireball, and as you see, that is a flaming hell of a ball there. And there's nothing to set on fire here, but it does create fires. Next is the Majestic Flame Destroyer, which is absolutely huge explosion. So yeah, it's a nice smaller fireball, but it's a way bigger explosion. Does nice damage there. And we're going to actually summon a raid here just to round out the whole thing. A nice little small raid. Let's go with Obito here. And we're going to turn on his Sharingan. And we're going to head over to that raid, which is down here. Once we get down here, we're going to be able to show off some of these jutsus. Now, they do have medium range, and he's going to start throwing shuriken at him, and we don't want... Oh, I forgot about add fire, actually. So add fire, we're going to actually add fire. And... see, I think that set him on fire. So when you add fire, it adds burn damage to all of your attacks. And it also has a chance to set them on fire with that said damage, which I'm going to raise, actually. I'm going to raise that fire chance. Add fire is going to be actually pretty broken once we're done with it. So as you can see, he took all those Fire Phoenix jutsus. Now we're going to move back a little bit. We're going to hit him with a fireball. He's getting a little close. It might have a little bit of blowback there. Just a little bit. And... Obito wastes no time. He switches to his katana. And he's pretty... Oh, he's throwing shuriken at him. And he's gone. So yeah. So you can see that was a Neanderthal too, so he's already pretty tanky. But yeah, it's a lot of burning. A lot of burn damage, obviously, a lot of fires. If this was a wooded area, that would definitely come in handy. And it's good for AoE, I would say. I would say definitely use it at choke points or things like that. Add fire adds a little bit of extra. For only a minus 30 to your maximum chakra, there will be many things in the game to permanently raise your maximum chakra levels. So I suggest taking advantage of those and taking advantage of add fire. Because you can add fire, add wind, and this will just kind of rack up bonus damage on each one of your hits whether they're ranged or whether they're melee. So it's just like adding wind chakra to a shuriken, or adding fire chakra to your blade, or adding lightning chakra to your blade. We actually don't have add lightning, which is seen in the show pretty frequently, but we're gonna probably do that for a later update. I know probably some of you are probably looking at me like, what the hell? But trust me, these are the 5 jutsus I wanted for each one. I just wanted to start with 5 each. We have 5 elements, that's 25, plus we have I think a bunch of taijutsu, a bunch of genjutsus, and a bunch of scrolls. We're gonna have at least like close to 50 jutsus on release, and then we're only gonna go up from there. So this was the Fire Showcase. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys the next time. Leave me any comments if you have any questions about the Fire Jutsus, anything that you want to know. And I'm excited. We have a lot done so far. I'll just give you guys a little brief if you've watched this video long enough. Get a little bit of bonus information. So far, we have the Chakra paper in, and we have the XP system down. So when I release the next build, you guys will actually be able to not use dev mode and play the game. It is a little bit slower. It's kind of like that Force, the Jedi mod, where the Force kind of takes a little bit to build up. You're going to be using a lot of substitution jutsu just to kind of train, get that level 1. And then from there, you can use your level 1 ability to level up your ninjutsu. It's all based on usage. So if you want to level up, I'm going to click out of there. If you want to level up this ninjutsu tree here, you're going to have to use jutsus. And the more jutsu you use, the more XP you get. And you kind of go up from there. There's also going to be ninjutsu scrolls and genjutsu scrolls, etc. that level up it by 1. It's like a silent neuroformer for silence. It immediately will level you up by 1. So there will be ways to circumvent if it gets a little grindy in the end, and there also will be ways to bonus your XP, and there'll be ninjutsu instructor roles as well. So there'll be a lot of things going on, and I'm probably going to reiterate this in the next video, next guide video. But as I said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.